And welcome to the show. It's two guys, two things.
So before you start,
Okay.
I think what's no, I mean we're still doing it, but I think what's going to
Yeah.
happen
Uh-huh.
is just for one, I wish we recorded that conversation we had about the movies.
Uh-huh.
We should try to recreate it, but no, but in reality, just be prepared for talking about not our stories.
Oh, I'm talking
Just
about my story, baby.
just catching up and talking about stuff.
Okay.
I,
Well,
I'm
with
just, I'm
that,
just,
with
I'm
hey,
just
with
warning you.
that, with that said, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
It's two
yeah,
guys, two things.
yeah. This is going to be a good one.
It's gonna be a great one. Hey, and this is
Hey,
crazy.
you notice anything different?
Well, that was saying, like, if you're listening to the podcast, you're not gonna notice anything different, except for maybe the sound quality is worse.
Yes, 100%.
But other than that, if you're watching it on YouTube, it's different because we're in different locations.
Right. And I will say this in this location, in this video, I look exponentially better than I do when I'm sitting next to you.
Are you in Roca Baton? Is that where you are?
Say that again.
Roca Baton.
Nope, with the B.
But is it Baton
Boca.
Roca?
It's not Roca. You said Roca Baton.
Are you in Roca Ferocia?
It's Boca
What
Raton.
are those chocolates called? What are those? Ferocia?
Ferrero Rocher.
Are you in Ferrero Rocher?
I am in Ferrero Rocher.
I thought so. Well, it's doing you well. You
It's
got
rich.
tinfoil all
It's
over you.
rich. It's rich here, man.
No, because normally we
Roca Baton.
we do
Don't
this
don't try to go
together.
past that. Don't try to go past that.
I've never been. You're there now. How's the weather?
No, listen to me. I'm not
I'm
saying
listening.
I'm not saying because you said a funny place. I'm saying because you said that funny place wrong.
It's right to me, man. I'm a
Boca.
foreigner.
Boca.
Yeah, Roca Mocha.
You are a Seinfeld fan.
Locomotion.
Is it
Listen,
Vista del what? Where does Jerry's dad live?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Way to kill the momentum there, dude.
No. You did. You said
Bruh,
Roca.
bruh,
You said Roca
bruh.
Baton. You killed it.
Got me do it. Can I do this a moment for our younger listeners?
No,
Bruh,
because I don't like when you try to do this.
bruh,
Hold
bruh,
on.
bruh,
All you're
bruh,
doing to me is you're just
bruh,
trying to go past the fact that you said
bruh,
Roca Baton.
bruh, bruh.
You can say that as much as you want. You still said Roca Baton.
Roca, bruh, Tom. Bruh. Broca. Tom
What is
Brokaw. Okay,
what's the
this is
what's the
all garbage.
what's the real place?
I thought it was Roca Baton.
Oh,
That's why I said Roca Baton. What is it? It's Boca Raton?
Boca Raton.
Okay, mouth
What state is it in?
state.
Yeah,
It's in Mexico, right?
it's in Florida. It's fucking in Mexico.
Well, what am I thinking of?
I don't know what you're thinking of.
Where do people
Cancun,
go? Oh yeah, that's it.
Cabo San Lucas,
Yeah,
Cabo,
maybe. That's where Sammy Hagar hangs out, isn't it?
Cabo. Yeah, that's his
There we go.
tequila.
There we go. There
What's
we go.
what's what's his tequila called?
It's called Miami.
I think it's so funny. You think people care about Sammy Hagar?
I knew two people that cared very much about Sammy Hagar.
I know one huge person that cares about Sammy Hagar still.
Who?
She thinks he's the greatest thing to touch this earth. My mom.
Oh, really? Okay, so your mom should meet John and Laura.
Oh, there you go.
I shouldn't say that. Your mom should meet my in-laws.
Yeah. No, my mom loves Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, we just lost everyone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Unless they can drive over 55. If they can
Yeah.
drive 55. Would
No,
Sammy Hagar, would he do okay in the movie Speed?
no, yeah, because you can't go over 50. Like, so he'll barely do okay. Like, you can't go below 50.
I would love Speed starring Sammy Hagar. That'd be a good.
No, he'd be fine because his song is "I Can't Drive 55," insinuating he can drive faster.
I was looking that he meant he could drive slower.
Give me a break.
There's kids present.
What rock and roll song?
I gotta
What
go
rock
25.
and roll song is like fucking
And in
live
the parking
short
lot,
and drive slow?
I'm going 10 miles per hour in the parking lot. That's
Right. Because
what I thought he meant by that.
because
The
then you're
one wasn't the line. Make sure you're buckled up.
then you're a dumb kid. It's a
You
rock and roll song.
buckle up. Look both
Do
ways.
you consider Van Halen rock and roll?
Of course, the rock and roll. What else would they be?
I don't know. I think in my mind, I agree with you because there's a difference between like heavy rock. So I think it is. But when they got to Sammy though, they were always a little poppy, even with like I guess especially with David Lee Roth, right? California Girls, Jump, in
Well,
but
California Girls was him on his own.
oh, you're
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. Yeah. But Van Halen, though they were rock, they were, but I felt like they always ticked towards pop. You know what I mean?
And I would say
Like
when they got Sammy, they got away from pop.
I mean, I don't know that song.
David Lee Roth is way more poppy than Hagar.
I think so too. I agree with you,
Uh,
but like the song,
uh,
like right now,
yeah.
that's a pop song.
And what other ones?
Jump. No,
Yeah, which is David Lee Roth. Which is
yeah,
David Lee
no, I
Roth.
know, I know, I know.
I mean,
No,
David Lee Roth is the pop guy.
no, he's definitely more pop than
I'm just a
singer first.
gigolo. Come on,
I know that's crazy.
it's the pop. All right.
I do love how. Hold on. I do love how Eddie Van Halen. He hated both lead singers, which is so funny to me because like not the direction they want to go. But it's like, buddy, you're choosing these guys. This is you're choosing to make these songs. It's your band. You're just as guilty. Shut up.
Is that the only band that was ever named for the guitarists?
Yeah. It's a
That's
good
kind of
point.
crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. It is a little nuts.
I just thought of this. I saw someone do a TikTok who was arguing that can you name me one person in a band that is more famous than the lead singer?
Hmm.
And he's like, there's not, doesn't exist.
Right.
Well, right there, I think
Well,
we hit Van Halen.
so hold on. So I think we have to break this down. You have an argument because obviously it was named Van Halen,
Yeah.
but that doesn't stem on the popularity. That stems on his narcissism.
No,
I will argue that Sammy Hagar is more popular than Eddie Van Halen.
Hell no.
If you poll
Okay.
100
Now
people,
because he's alive and Eddie's dead, but
no,
no, he is. I
before,
think he's dead. Isn't he dead?
no, shut up.
He's in Rocco Baton.
Yeah, he's in Rocco Baton. That's heaven. Oh, Rocco Baton is heaven.
Yeah.
So no,
That was in the
I'm
movie
saying,
Cocoon, isn't it Cocoon?
I'm saying right after Sammy Hagar left Van Halen, more
David Lee Roth.
people and Sammy Hagar.
Oh, okay.
Sammy Hagar is more popular than Eddie Van Halen, 100%.
I disagree. What when Michael Jackson says, "I want someone to play guitar
That's
for
not
me,"
popularity, and Sammy Hagar wasn't around then. For one,
he was alive.
sure.
I think he was around.
That
And Michael Jackson to go, "Oh man, I really want Sammy Hagar."
yeah,
No,
because he's not gonna have someone else sing on his songs. Come on.
I think you're way wrong. It's Van Halen.
No.
The way.
Popularity is different than naming. I'm just saying popularity is if you pull 100 people who they know
got
more.
Valerie Bertinelli? Huh? It was Eddie.
You're naming things like you're off on this one now.
I'm right. And then I would say the other band would be AC/DC, Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley. That's a Kiss. Angus Young on AC/DC is probably more popular than the lead singers.
Here's how I know you're probably right. I thought that Angus Young was the name of the lead singer. I did. So,
anyway, all I'm saying is that we are doing this. It's a little bit different. We're not in person. Chris is in a retirement home in Boca Raton, and I am here in our usual studio, all by my lonesome.
mm-hmm.
You know what I was gonna do? I had an idea. Chris, my son gave it to me. I was gonna bring. I have a large stuffed animal of Ernie from Sesame Street, and I was gonna just prop him in the chair and just talk to him like it was you.
Because Ernie's the short one.
Okay, you could go with that if that's what you want to go with. I was just talking about just your company, Chris.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? This is weird for me not to have you here in person. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to deal with it.
I mean, I feel about the same.
I know. I get it. You don't like me as much as I like you. That's fine.
Sure.
That's okay. I'm not going to hide my feelings. Okay. All
I'm
right.
not hiding it. I'm not
You're
hiding it.
blurring your background.
Okay.
You are blurring your background. I don't know how you're saying you're not hiding things. You're clearly hiding things.
No one wants to see this dumb room.
Anyway, welcome to the show. This is where we take two semi-trending topics in the news, discuss them for 15 minutes, move on with our lives. But before we do that,
Mhm.
to decide who gets to tell their story first, we do a thing called This Week in Elon.
Ugh.
And if it goes like this, if there's no stories on Elon, then I get
Right.
to tell my story first. But there is something about Elon,
Mhm.
then Chris, you get to go with your story first.
Yeah.
Is there anything with Elon going on? I mean, it's to me it seems like it's been very quiet.
So
Nothing.
it's been quiet because he's had some of his people hide the big story. So it's been quiet. We don't know about it yet. But I got inside sources about something that is not in the news yet, but it will be.
Okay. All right.
And
Exclusive. That's an
yeah, it's an exclusive. He's gotten people to he's paid people to hide this. And the long and short of it is Elon Musk um, sexually assaulted Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry's looking to sue him, and
well.
and
Oh,
Elon Musk has to pay him off. Listen, he doesn't want people to know about it. Elon Musk wanted to be in Tyler Perry's next movie. He said no. Touch his butt.
okay. Quick question though, and it shouldn't matter. It
Okay.
shouldn't matter. But
Then
was
don't
Tyler
ask it.
Perry? But
Then
was
don't
Tyler
ask it.
Perry dressed as Medea at the time?
Oh,
That's my question.
he was. He was.
Well, I mean,
He was
that's
dressed
still
as
not a
Medea.
good thing.
No, he still assaulted him.
He's still assault, but now it wasn't him.
But it was. But it
No, I
was.
mean it was Medea. It's a woman. It's a grandmother figure.
That makes it better.
It doesn't make it better, but it just makes it
So
different. It's a different take.
you heard it here first. Matt says you can sexually assault grandmas.
I'm not saying that, but I'm
That's
saying
exactly what you
no,
said.
no, no. I'm
That's what I
just
heard. You said
I'm trying
since
to
he's a
find
grandma.
where Elon's sexuality may be.
But again, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What did it have to do with anything?
It doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to clarify
Uh-huh.
because he has what, like 1,000 children.
Yeah, at least.
Um, I don't know. Maybe did Medea say, "Hey, go"? You know, maybe it was.
So we're blaming the
I'm
victim.
not blaming him, but
If it's not
what
okay
if
if he was
Tyler
the
Perry was in character?
so here's the thing. So here's what I'm hearing. We're blaming victims. You're
Okay.
saying if it's okay, not okay if it was if Tyler Perry was just as himself as a man, but if he was a woman, now it's okay that he was sexually assaulted, and
Well, no,
also his fault.
no, but if was in character, maybe it was character play.
He's asking for it. He was asking for it.
No, maybe it was character play. Was
Is that part of Medea's character to be asked to be sexually assaulted?
what is that?
So I don't understand where you're going with this.
Medea meets a Nazi. Isn't that one of her movies?
Yeah, that was like the fourth one, I think.
Okay.
This is the fourth
A
one.
neo-Nazi. I think a neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. Okay. Well, Chris,
I don't know why you're trying to justify it.
I'm not justifying nothing.
It seemed like the word you're like, maybe because of this, maybe because of that. No, maybe
How many Tyler Perry movies have you seen?
zero. Why would I ever? What? I mean, I've seen Gone Girl. He was in
That's a Tyler Perry movie?
No, he was in it.
Oh, well, that's not the same.
Why would I ever watch a Tyler Perry movie?
I don't know. Well, with that, Chris, you get to go with your 50-minute story first.
They suck, right? They suck. Tyler Perry movies.
You're gonna blame the victim now?
You can't say Tyler Perry movies suck, but you can say that he should have got sexually assaulted. You draw the line on saying his
I have a
suck.
really bad joke that I'm not gonna make. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom really quick again. I'm sorry. So you got a little more time to work on your story.
I don't need to work on it. It's here. But go.
All right, Chris. Well, go ahead. What you got for your story?
All right, here we go.
Oh,
So,
crap. Hold on. 15
mhm,
minutes on the clock. How do
don't got it.
we do that?
Hold on. I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
Hold on. Maybe I can do it
I,
on the.
I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay.
Listen, I can do it.
Okay. I believe you.
15 minutes and go. Here we
Okay.
go. All right. So we're going to preface this. I want you guys to stay with me here because it's going to be a little bit of story and a lot of us. That's what it's going to be. Because it's funny, but it's not long. Okay. So this is a
I'm
kindergarten
out.
class.
I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
We're done. Turn it off.
Sorry.
Turn it off. So listen, the article starts. Who the fuck is this principal? Stalin?
What?
Yeah,
Seriously? That's how it starts?
that's how it starts. Because it's a quote from one of the parents.
With the F bomb.
So
That's how it
yeah,
starts.
yes. So we're into kindergarten graduation. That's where we're at. Let me set the scene for you, Matt. We're You have a nice little 5-year-old graduating kindergarten, going to first grade. Everyone's excited.
Yeah.
You bring the family,
Uh-huh.
come see little Susie graduate. Except there's one problem. We can't celebrate. We can't celebrate it. So usually when someone graduates, we're going to give them a round of applause. Not so fast, this article says. That was the instructions that was given to these parents at a kindergarten graduation. So Angelica Pueblas, she has a TikTok clip that she shared that has 4 million views so far, with her little kid graduating. And people are calling this moment dystopian because the school asked the parents, when the kid graduates, you get one singular clap.
Whoa. Wait. Sorry. When the kid graduates, you go,
When they walk across the
and
stage.
here now little Chris.
Yep. One.
Like that? Just like
One.
one. Doesn't nobody claps like that?
One
No.
singular clap.
Who claps a
Yeah.
singular clap?
Yeah. So that's why it gets wild, right? It
I
almost
mean, maybe in college you get a singular clap, but I mean that's it.
it's almost better if you just said, hey, no clapping at the end when they're all standing on stage, we'll clap for them. That's better to say no clapping, right? Than one singular. It's almost like the thing where if you're a waiter, you'd rather have no tip than like a quarter as your
Oh
tip,
yeah, sure.
because it's
Yeah.
just because it's just insulting.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you're a kid walking across the stage, and you hear, I think it's a little disheartening. So I don't know the reason. I guess if you were administration here, what would make you tell the parents one clap?
They can't mean one. It has to be like one round of applause. Like,
No,
hey, that's it.
no, literally one
Okay, so
one singular.
I would. Did they do a giant clap at the end for everybody? I hope
Okay, hold on.
they had to have.
No. So I want you to hear this.
What? Okay,
I want you
there's audio.
to hear it.
No,
Okay.
it was so fast. It went by so fast. The clap.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Nope. I heard something. Do that again.
What's going?
No. No. This is a waste of everyone's time.
We'll play it.
Thank you so much. Okay. So,
It
but
was the video.
at the end of the graduation ceremony, did they give everyone a round of applause?
Nope.
What?
Off the stage. So she said we are only allowed to clap once per child. Angelica wrote, and then from there, with 4 million views, people went crazy. So now I guess, do we think, is it a timing thing? We got to get through this graduation. We can't just be sitting there waiting for claps. People have too big a family. They're yelling too long. What would be the reason if your administration that you tell the parents one clap?
Well, you're just ready to start summer vacation.
You're just ready to get out of
It's
there.
like, let's move this along. I got things to do. I got drinks tonight.
Well,
You know what I mean?
if I was a kindergarten teacher, I would be thinking, this doesn't matter.
It doesn't. I wouldn't even be there. I
This
wouldn't even be
doesn't
there for
matter.
this.
It's a kindergarten. It's kindergarten.
They're not
What?
gonna remember.
So here's the
Do
thing.
you remember your kindergarten graduation?
I remember being in kindergarten. I don't remember kindergarten graduation.
Do you? I had a
Yeah.
bully in kindergarten.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you do to deserve that?
Existed.
Got it.
You
So, okay,
know?
what kind of things is that bully doing to you?
He wanted money for milk.
No, that's not real.
Maybe
That's from a Nickelodeon cartoon in 1994.
maybe I'm blending reality here, but I feel like he wanted my milk, and it's a quarter.
That's just not true.
I feel like it
Because
was,
that's
man.
like written into every kids movie.
Maybe he was
Milk
watching the
money,
shows.
milk
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
And I think I gave him milk money.
So you had money that your parents gave you for milk or lunch, and you had to
Probably,
give
yeah,
it
for
to
the
them.
lunch. Yeah. It was in. I remember him.
What
He
did
was.
you do to get
He was
it?
probably like, he was like 6'7".
Sure, I remember that. Okay,
You know, and
that
like
seems real.
250 pounds, pure muscle.
Pure muscle.
And I remember. And one kid said no. He just pummeled him. He pummeled him. So then he asked me next, and I was like, "Oh yeah, take what you want."
broke, and you gave him the quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you got bullied.
But you know what? It was a Canadian quarter, so tricks on him.
Sucker, too dumb to realize. So listen, I'm sure you got bullied, but I'm also sure it was not milk money.
In my mind, it was milk money.
It can't be. Someone said, "Give me your money." Usually, when you get bullied
He
like
had
that
a gun.
young,
He had a gun.
and he had a gun. I got it. Yeah.
What do I
So
remember?
I never.
I didn't watch this on TV, Chris. This really happened.
In kindergarten, I didn't get bullied. I never really got bullied. I got teased and stuff. I was like a smaller kid, you know what I mean? But I never got like bullied, I would say. I was too cool for that.
Oh,
You know?
Okay. Well, good for
I
you.
was
Good for you.
I just outwitted them, and they didn't want to mess with me. I was too cool.
Too fast. You were too fast of a runner.
Yeah. No, well,
They
listen,
couldn't catch me.
I was
No,
pretty quick.
look. There's the reason you would do it would be for time to move it along. Do we know how many kids graduated?
So one parent said, I don't know why they did this. There's only like 20 kids. It's like, it's not like the whole graduate kindergarten class. It's literally like one class, not the whole kindergarten of the school.
Do they have another graduation following it? Maybe, I'm trying to think like reasons why.
But again, that's the thing. See, this is the problem with administration, because the answer to that is no clapping. We want to announce all the names, and at the end you can do it.
Right.
It's just straight up insulting. You say you get one clap, because when we'll post the video on our video. It was awkward. It was like us starting to clap, like one clap. It was like
one clap.
Off. It was off, and,
crazy.
And all the parents were trying to do it together, but I think they were probably a little flabbergasted when they got the note.
No, dude, brilliant, right here. Okay. This is how you, as a lawyer, you would think about this. You're like, hey guys, we are allowed one clap each. So you do it like the wave, right? One person claps, then the next person.
But I clapped for him once.
I clapped once.
So
Full round of applause.
So, but here's the thing. That's where maybe the administration had the leg up on them, because you give them that note late as they're walking in. You don't have enough time to coordinate.
And okay, sure, I get it. That's
Yeah. So that's what you do with protesters too. Don't give them time to organize.
This is why I always say at protests they should have guys like us do podcasts, because in the podcast we think of solutions.
Well, that's the thing. So one parent would have been quick on their feet, right? Be
Yeah,
like, stand up. That'd be so funny if one of them stood up to waste more time and make an announcement. Listen, guys, we're gonna do one clap, but we
yeah,
want it from this row, this row, this row, this row, this row, because that's what I think they did. They
and,
said it
and
to him as they got in.
they could be the like the person that leads the wave at the games.
You
Okay,
stand
ready?
up, yeah,
And
yeah,
me now
yeah.
follow it
Yeah, those first three kids are real sad because it's just two people, parents standing up,
until they finally understand how to
and,
do it.
and they start looking around. Nobody, guys, we got to be together on this.
One, two,
Yeah.
three, go!
Oh my
Yes,
God.
that'd be great. Hey, wouldn't
So
that be great though? What if that's what we change our podcast to? We go to
two guys, one clap.
protests.
Oh,
Okay, huh? That also sounds like something maybe in college. But if we
yeah.
went to a protest and we just like set up, you know,
Well, so listen, I'm not fully against it, but if you think it out, right?
yeah,
Because it's going to have to depend what protest is because if it's a serious protest
okay.
for something important and we're two idiots going, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. Here's what we're going to do, and we're just making light of it. That's not good.
Look, there was a really cool protest in LA. I think it's still going on, and it's over dice.
Like being able to play dice.
Yeah, dice. It's dice, and all these people are really mad about dice. And I think we could go there because I
Like
mean,
they're not allowed to play it because it's like a game.
I'm not sure what it is, but
No. Well,
yeah,
then look it up before you bring it up on the podcast.
no. I mean,
Do
they're
do,
fighting.
do your
They're,
research. Do the dice.
I think it's just dice, and
Do the
they're
dice again. How do you throw
yeah.
dice?
I don't even think and they're going to Home Depots for it, and they don't even sell dice there. Last I checked, but I don't know. But I think we
Wait,
could.
throw the dice again.
You just. Actually, for mine, my dice are kind of small, but
Yeah,
and then you roll it, and you get
my
dice.
dice is like this.
You roll the dice. It's only funny if you watch the video, folks.
Okay, so listen.
Okay,
Well,
so
well,
okay, I will say that. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
I got some more to say.
In my school, though,
Uh-huh.
they do want us to hold the applause too, and my kids go to
Holding's
a
different.
Waldorf.
Holding's different.
It is holding, but they do this. We do the silent clap. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
It's like jazz hands in
No.
the air.
Oh.
Jazz hands in
So
the
we're
air.
on some fucking beatnik hipster poetry reading.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Get
we
out of
would
here.
say, and give it up for Chris Cornwell, and you would just go, sorry, I shouldn't say your last name. Let's try this again. Let's give it for Chris Cornell, lead singer of Soundgarden. And you just do these little jazz hands. That's what we do. And then at the end, you can do a giant clap.
Okay. So, like I said, that's fine. Then if you do that clap at the end, that's fine because holding your applause is so different than allowing one clap. So while some teased and questioned the unique method of crowd control, they call it, many saw the empathy in the request. So there's some viewers that were like, no, I get it. Those are the people that are with the man. No, I get what they're saying. Listen, billionaires have families too. Like I understand what they need. Like what? So and technically, I know not percentage wise, but they pay way more than you in taxes. Shut up. Okay, so
they said all this. Wow.
Yeah, it says it was pointed out that not every child has a crowd to cheer them on during moments of success. The one clap rule prevents any feelings of jealousy, emotional rejection, or bullying among the cohort of kids. So don't even empathize with this because here's the thing.
I can understand that a little bit.
No. Here's what. No. You can. Then hold on.
I can.
No, what you can do can do. No, hold on. What you can do is realize what that sentence was not false. It's a true sentence. Absolutely, but you can't get what they're saying. The thing is, like, and by the way, at the end of the sentence, he said the emotional rejection or bullying amongst the cohort of kids, because when you walk across stage and get the thing, the kid's gonna bully, be like, you dumb asshole. No one clapped for you during a kindergarten graduation.
No, what happens is that kid gives him his lunch money. milk money out of
So
that.
listen, what that sentence was not false, but no, you don't understand. That's not an okay reason to not be able to clap for your
Okay, okay,
kids.
but so
It's
look,
not
look,
because
look.
hold on, because we're diving into that bullshit of uh like, being super weird about things and like trying to include everybody, which makes then people excluded, which is not what you wanted to do in the first place. So it's bullshit. Because like here's the thing, because what I apologize, I know you're about to say something. One more thing, because what this person said was true, right? Not everybody has a cohort of people to clap for them. The one clap rule prevents feelings of jealousy, this and that. But then if we're just talking about everyone's feelings, but then you can say, "Well, my family was there and I didn't hear and they didn't clap for me. So now I feel bad. So no matter what you do, someone's gonna feel like shit. So get
Not
out of here.
no, because no one clapped, so
Oh,
they're all
that's
equal.
that's
It's a
timer.
socialist school. It's a socialist school. I get it now. No, because you've been to graduations where it's like, and then here comes this person. They're like, yay,
Yeah.
and then it comes the next person. Oh my god! And it's like this
And
giant.
and what's the problem with that though? That's my question. And I'm being honest
Doesn't
about it.
that make the other person feel like shit? Like no one
No, but
loves me.
no, listen. So
No
here's
one
the
cares about me.
no, but it
What does
doesn't.
this degree even mean? It's just a piece of paper.
It doesn't because here's the thing. Like I don't want anyone to feel like shit, and I want to be cognizant of anybody's feelings and emotions, and I would like not intentionally do things to make that worse. I'm all for that, even if it steps over the line a little bit. When it comes to your kindergarten kid and you want to clap for them, like I think it's okay for you as a parent to clap for your kid, and so and if another kid doesn't have as many people, I get it. I do get it. Then what instead of the one clap rule, then we make a rule if we're clapping for everybody, even if it's not your kid. Then if you want
Well,
everyone to
but
be
what
equal,
if this kid that graduates, their
uh,
parents aren't there because they got arrested at the dice protest
right.
and they're not there?
That's why you make the opposite rule of you go crazy for every kid.
People don't
Now,
clap. People don't clap for other kids.
so okay, so but
Did you clap for every kid when your kid graduated? Come on.
I mean it
You
depended
do like, yeah, okay, nice, yeah,
if I
good,
yeah,
good,
but
good.
if I heard
It's my
a
kid, and you
if
go
I didn't hear
crazy.
a clap, then you give them a little extra. So
Oh,
I'm
you do that? You do that?
yeah, if I didn't hear a clap, I give them a little extra.
Okay, maybe 10% of the population do that. The other,
Right. So let's just take away
they just
claps.
boo.
So
They
let's just
just
take
boo.
away claps
Can
for
we
your
add
kid.
booze? Can we add booze?
Why not? Kindergartners are assholes.
Get
But I'm
you
saying
imagine.
I'm saying
Boo!
your alternative is to take away claps
5-year-old
for
Timmy.
clips.
Boo! I
Hold
know what
on.
you did, Timmy.
If am I hearing this right? You think it's okay to sexually assault someone if they're a woman, and now you're saying to take away claps from
No,
children?
no, no. Dressed as a woman. Different. It's different.
Got it. That makes it
Okay.
okay.
All right.
But now, but you're advocating for taking away a clap for your kid.
Oh, can we hold on? Can we just go really back to Tyler Perry for a minute? Like, what? Like, that's still okay to play Medea today, right? Is
I
it?
don't think he hasn't done it in a while.
Yeah, oh no.
I don't think so. I mean, he's doing other stuff. He has a whole like empire to run now, but
Okay.
maybe not for too much longer. But
Okay. All
but
right.
um,
Because I mean,
he hasn't done it in a while though.
is that problematic?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
No.
so. I
All
don't
right.
think
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
cool
think it
with it.
is.
I'm cool with it.
No,
But
I don't think it's a problem.
all right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. All right. Well, no, that's interesting. So, what would you have done if you were told that you can't clap?
Make him kick me out. Because here's the thing, like I'm not
So you
like
just would have clapped. You would have clapped.
I'm not an
Yeah.
overtly like loud person anyway. So it's not like I would have stood up and screamed
Right.
and yelled for my
No,
kid.
nor are you confrontational.
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm just but I'll clap like
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you just fucking tell me. Like because I don't make a scene. I wouldn't make a scene, but come on, give me a break.
For sure. No, I agree with that. And I think that would be the right call.
Well, it sounded like you agreed with that dude saying that it should have been one clap, so the other kids don't get bullied
I'm not
for
saying that it
not
should be, but
for.
I understand maybe someone like, oh,
I mean, you
oh,
can
they don't love me.
yeah. Me and you
Yeah.
both have empathy, so we can see other people's points, of course. But I mean, come on.
All right, here we go. Can you put 15 minutes on the clock for me?
I will
Thank you.
and go.
I'm gonna talk to you today about Rocco's Pizzeria.
Modern life. Oh,
No, I'm not talking about that. But about Rocco's. Okay, so Rocco's Pizza. It is catty corner to the Charles Schwab Field in Omaha, Nebraska.
okay.
All right, and there's a thing going on there right now. It is the College World Series.
Sure. It's a
All
big
right,
thing that's going on right now.
it's a big thing, and it's LSU and Coastal
Yes,
Carolina.
Carolina. Yeah.
Never heard of this place before.
Exact some other boy, some bullshit. It's
What
so
does that
funny
mean,
because
Coastal Carolina?
well, I mean,
Pick a city.
there's no, there's the North Carolina and stuff, but
Pick a city.
you're on the water.
The whole coast? It's the whole coast? Pick a
I bet
city.
I bet it's a pretty campus.
Probably is. But if we said coastal California, where is that?
Up and down.
Exactly. Yeah, we're everywhere.
Well, we have a big state though.
We do got a big. I get it, but just pick a city. You know what I'm saying?
That's
all
what
I'm
I
saying.
get it.
All right. So so they're 100 yards from the right field gate. This Rocco's Pizza.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a pizza and bar, and they've been doing this since 2019, where they have the annual Jello shot competition.
Oh, already bad news. Already bad news.
So they do the 8 teams that qualify, right? So it's 64 teams that start out,
That is
and
old, dude.
they whittle them down to the final 8, and those 8 go to the World
This
Series. It's a 2 weeks is the
this
College
can't
World
be
Series.
okay.
So it's become a local institution and a national sensation, drawing capacity crowds
A lot
during
of
and
bad
after the
news.
games. All right. So this is how it works. This is how the contest works. Whichever of the 8 participating fan bases purchases the most booze-soaked gelatin or Jello shot, they will win.
So you've got to purchase it. You don't got to finish the Jello
So
shot.
basically, when there's 8 teams, if you're a fan of, say, like LSU right now, you say, hey, I'm going to buy a Jello shot for LSU.
Okay.
And they would then
I
write
get
on the
it.
board how many
Okay. I
LSU
get it.
has,
I get it. I get it.
how
Okay.
many does,
Yeah. So this is my situation with that, just like this one clap thing and how you think everyone should be equal, then that's not fair. If there's more fans, because that doesn't mean people want them to win. They bring more fans in from that city, or if they have richer fans, that excludes the people that are bigger fans but just can't afford all the Jello shots. Because if I'm rich and an LSU fan, instead of buying a Jello shot, I'm going to buy 20 Jello shots.
Mm-hmm.
So this is discriminatory to poor people.
It's fine. I hear what you're saying, but you're an idiot because those are kindergartners and they're young. These are college kids. They're fine. They all have the clap already.
So you're a classist.
They've had more than one clap.
You're a classist. Got it.
I'm a clapper. That's all. So
avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugan.
So
Who's Jimmy Dugan? Who's Jimmy Dugan?
I don't know.
He signed his baseball, avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugan.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you play for?
He coached the Rockford Peaches.
Okay. All right. It's been a while since I saw that movie. I'm trying to watch it with the kids.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think it would be. So they update the score 3 times a day.
Okay.
To maintain like which fan base is going to win.
This is fun though. I mean,
Jello shot competition.
Make fun of it. This is pretty fun.
It is pretty fun. I mean,
even though it's classist, but it's fun.
It's on ESPN. That's like a big thing. People like know about the Rocco score. Yeah.
Wow,
it's a big
that's
thing.
funny.
My question to you is have you ever had a Jello shot?
Yes.
Okay. I've never had one. I've never had a Jello shot.
Why wouldn't you have a Jello shot?
So here we go, and not to get stupid, but
okay, yeah.
I'm a vegan.
Okay, yeah.
And Jello is not vegan, so I've never had a Jello shot.
Now they make vegan Jello.
Are you think that's what they're gonna have at the bar?
No, of course they're not going to have it at the bar.
Right. So I've never had Jello shot. So
uh,
is it go down smooth? Like what's the appeal of a Jello? I never understood the appeal of a Jello shot.
so I think that the appeal is it's
It's gotta feel
actually
weird going down.
no, because you get it and you chew a little bit before it
Oh,
goes
okay,
all the
okay.
way down. Yeah, and so the appeal is you get a shot without tasting like pure vodka. That's what you make it with normally is vodka. So you get it goes down just the one, two quick chews and you swallow, and it's easier than a gross all vodka shot.
Okay, all right.
So it takes just as long to shoot. It's not like it's harder. So
So how much do you usually pay for a Jello shot at a
it's
bar?
usually it's $1 a shot.
Dollar a shot. Okay, so last year Rocco sold 95,000 Jello shots during the 10-day tournament at $5 a pop.
Oh, okay, it's $5, but still a lot of shots though, because
Uh,
95,000 divided by five, it's still 15,000 shots or 18,000 shots or whatever it is.
yes, but they will donate $1.50 of that to charities.
Yeah, when you're normally charging $1 a shot.
Easy
Rocco's
to
not
do, right?
Rocco's is not doing anybody a favor. They're still
Uh-huh.
they're still
Okay.
coming out on top $3 a shot.
Okay. So they're saying they capitalize because it's like a party scene there during the College World Series in
Yeah, but it makes
Omaha.
sense though, real quick, by the way, if you're doing this and you charge five, it makes sense to charge five for this event because it's a big event,
Yeah.
especially if you're donating, because
Right.
again, you're only going to need $1 out of that five anyway. And so
Yeah,
people
for
will
sure.
do it. So it makes sense. They're charging a lot, but that makes
Because I'm
sense.
sure, like I don't know how much they charge during the off season of the
Yeah, yeah,
baseball.
yeah,
Probably
yeah,
not
yeah.
$5 at that point.
No, it can't be. It can't be $5.
So
No.
yeah, obviously, you pay more. It's the premium, basically, right? You're paying
But
for the experience.
well, and they're still coming out. Well, 250. They're still coming out an extra $1.50 than normal. You know what I mean? Per shot. And if you're doing do that 2 weeks, you're $15,000, or 15 to 18,000 shots. That's an extra almost 20 grand that they're making,
Oh,
and
it's
they're still
crazy.
donating a shit ton.
Yeah, for
Two,
sure.
two. You know what I mean? So
But they're saying this has become like since 2019 they started this thing, and it's become this giant
it's
thing.
kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
They say that you cannot, if you watch the World Series on ESPN, you cannot get out from hearing about Jello shots being
That's
taken.
funny. That's funny.
They had a couple days ago, Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn
Hmm.
came to the bar and got the Jello shots to put on LSU, of course, because that makes sense for them,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
So I
Wait,
mean,
wait. I know Livy Dunn did.
well, I
Where
don't
did
know.
where did I don't know where
But
Skeens went.
I thought he went to LSU too, but I'm not sure. I think that's where they met, but I could be wrong then.
Okay.
But even not, he would support her, right?
No, of course, of course, of course.
Well, they're saying this is like the kissing the Blarney Stone. This is like a thing to
Oh,
do. This is like
sure.
the
Yep.
thing to do.
Well, I
So
sure if I ever went to the College World Series, 100%,
yes,
I would go to that bar. 100%, I would. I would buy a shot for UCLA, maybe UT, but
so here then like this becomes such a big thing that this was I think 2 summers ago. There was a this guy that came in and said, "Hey, I want to buy $15,000 worth of shots."
that's my point.
And yeah, but
My
and the guy's
point
like, "What are you
exactly.
talking about?" He's like, "Nope, here's an American Express card. Just put it on, pay for it now." Turns out
And,
this guy.
like, bro, I don't have $15,000 worth of fucking vodka in this
Oh,
fucking
they
place.
have in the beginning they've run out, and we'll get to that. They did not have enough Jello to fill the bill. But this guy, so the guy, his name is Todd Graves that bought all these. He actually is the co-founder of the chicken chain restaurant Raising Cane,
Oh wow.
and he
So
came
that
here
so that
and
team
just
won.
dropped.
So that team won.
Well, look, I don't think the amount of Jello shots you take actually corresponds to who wins the actual World
No,
Series.
no, I'm saying won the competition.
Oh, who wins
Is
the
that
yes.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be
That's
crazy if that actually dictated who won the actual World Series?
you get an extra run if your team wins.
Hey guys, Coastal Carolina, we won. We we gotta like pay off LSU. I don't know how we're gonna
Well,
do this.
just then it would be just the big name teams, which is win the College World Series every year. It would be like UCLA's and Texas, and they have the most funding. You know what I mean?
Well, so apparently LSU, like in 2022, broke the record of how
For,
much money they brought in, how many shots they bought.
well, yeah, when a dude comes in and drops 15 grand on it.
Well, no, he was trying to beat him.
Oh,
So,
he did put it on LSU. I thought I heard you say that.
oh no, sorry, no, he was. He was trying to beat LSU. There was a record set in 2022 by Ole Miss fans, which
Oh,
was 18,777
well,
of
that's
shots.
that's funny.
18,777 shots.
That's a record, and one dude put 15,000 alone, and they still couldn't beat the record.
No, they did. So this guy
The
from the co-founder of Raising Cane's put money on LSU to beat the record
in
that was
order
set.
to
I'm sorry.
okay, now I understand. I apologize.
No,
Now
I didn't make that very clear.
okay. So his goal is to be like, Ole Miss can't be the winner. My alum, I'm assuming it's his alum, needs to win. I'm gonna put 15 grand on this. And then
LSU, what is their mascot?
Tiger.
There you go. So Graves, he loved the Tigers, which was led by All-Americans Paul Skeens
There you go.
and Dylan Cruz.
Dylan Cruz was on that team too.
Yeah,
They had Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens.
yeah.
Gee Louise.
So they were in Omaha for the first time in 6 years, and they had a really good team. So the whole giant fan base came,
Yeah.
and they put some money down.
LSU's always up there though in the College World Series.
So at that point, before this co-founder of Raising Cane's got there,
Right.
LSU already had a big lead.
Okay.
But the co-owner, Todd Graves of Raising Cane's, wanted to like push it over the top. So he requested a $3,000 shot order.
This dude, to be a millionaire, man, you can fucking throw 15 grand down on some Jello shots and be like, that's a fucking Wednesday. Like
but then the next day that 3,000 became 5,000
because he kept trying to he hit from him.
And then he found out.
Oh my
so
God.
Todd Graves, the co-founder of Raising Cane's, found out that the Guinness World Record for the largest round of shots ordered by a single person was 5,093. So he's like, well, why not?
Sure.
Why not beat that?
Let's beat it. For
And
sure.
and it was that record was set by none other than country music star Waylon Jennings.
What is this competition?
How amazing! How amazing! Waylon Jennings had the record for the most shots bought by a person.
Just alone.
If I had to ask you, can you think of one person that bought the most shots for anybody else? Who would you say? Hold on. Can't hear you.
There we go. So
if I say but one person who had the most shots,
I probably would have said like some Vegas-y like douchebag who's famous. You know what I mean? God damn it.
I mean, Waylon Jennings is like, that's like a deep pull right there.
Even if you said country star, I wouldn't have said Waylon Jennings.
Oh, really? Who'd you gone on country star?
I would have gone younger. Like, it's fun. I'm gonna go do some shots. I would have done like a younger country star or something like that. So
okay.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen?
Sure. Jelly roll.
Jelly roll. Yeah.
Oh.
That makes sense for Jello shots.
Ooh, nice.
That would make sense. So he decided, I want to beat the record by Waylon Jennings, so he raised it to 6,000.
Man, so imagine being able to put this money down on Jello shots. Come on. It's so crazy to me.
And so he said after the next few days, other LSU boosters they didn't want to be outdone. So they also had to say, we gotta keep this going.
Well, okay.
So they
I get it. Boosters are deep pockets. Boosters are deep pockets. And if you get a multiple coming in, then makes sense.
It turned out to be at the end of 10 days, the amount of Jello shots that were ordered in 10 days at the bar was 68,000 888
See, this is genius
Jello
marketing,
shots.
man. Genius marketing because like all they are dollar Jello shots. That's all they are. But the key to marketing is if you can just make anything cool, it will start moving, and then you win. That's it. No matter what it is. It's like genius marketing. Like I don't know how we transfer this to the podcast. And oh, 15 minutes. I don't know how we translate this guerrilla marketing to the podcast, but we can do something where people buy, quote unquote, buy shots to support the podcast, and we'll see, and make some kind of competition out of it or something. I feel like there's something there. I don't know what. I don't know what. I feel like there's something.
Well, a year after this event, the guy, McEvoy, sorry,
McAvoy.
McEvoy.
Yep.
He works at the bar. He's one of the owners of the bar. He was in the process of hanging a bright yellow signed Dylan Cruz jersey above the bar and
Oh, okay.
Rocco's
Sure.
to commemorate the new Jello shot room, and he has written on this jersey, Dylan Cruz. It says, "To Rocco's, thanks for the memories. All American Gold Glove Golden Spikes Award 2023 National Champion, Jello
Hmm.
Shot Champs,
So got champs.
Dylan Cruz, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6."
Oh
In
boy.
which they say is perhaps the only piece of memorabilia in baseball history to feature
Oh
both
boy.
the word Jello and a Bible verse.
Sports players are wild. Sports players are wild. There's a
um,
bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites.
anyway, there's way more to this story, and we don't have the time for it. But basically, when they started this thing, it's incredible. But I mean,
That's
they
fun.
didn't have enough. They couldn't make enough.
Yeah. I imagine. Well, the thing is, like now, I mean, maybe now that he knows, but it's like you expect to be busy, right? But like, what's going on with it? I'm sure these owners didn't expect this. Where it's like, oh, we're gonna have a fun little game, and then all of a sudden it turns into this huge
For
thing
for
where
sure.
you're making 30 grand in 10 days. So you can't expect that. You can't expect that.
Well, because it initially started out as like specialty drinks. If you want this team to win, you'll order this drink. If you want this team,
Yeah.
you're gonna get
So
this
there's
drink.
still that makes sense. Yeah.
And but they realized that's way too hard and take
Hmm.
too much time consuming. So
Too many
they
people.
too many
Yeah.
people. So let's make it a general like Jello
Mm,
shot, and we could just But they could not make enough of the demand.
that's crazy.
And I'm trying to find the one quote, and I'll just edit this part out. Let me find it. So I know my time's up, right?
Yes, it's been up.
Okay, Jesus Christ, it's a good story.
No, it's awesome. It's a fun. Like I said, I would 100% partake if I was down watching the College World Series.
So okay, he said that it really started back in 2022. McAvoy started a Twitter account to post the scoreboard,
Hmm.
and that's when he knew that this surpassed even his wildest dreams because he had 17 followers on
Oh,
Twitter on Monday, and by Saturday he had 17,000.
oh my God.
It's like, oh, people very much care
Oh,
about this.
they it's I'm telling you, dude, it's like, yeah, people in their sports for one, right? When people really care about their sports team and college teams, people are dedicated. They are dedicated. So it makes
For sure.
sense.
All right. So, any takeaways we got from our stories tonight?
Takeaways. I guess for me, the takeaway is let people celebrate, man, no matter how it is.
Yeah,
Rooting for your team, clapping for your kindergartner. Let people celebrate. Let them have their fun. That's my takeaway.
I love that. It's great. I got two.
Okay.
Um, one would be that any fans at the College World Series are only allowed to celebrate with one clap.
Ooh, that's fun.
Home run
That's that's fun. I like it. I
done.
love it. It'd be fun to
Or
coordinate that once. Just one home run.
well,
Every time a certain player hits a home run.
you would need that same person that starts the wave to be there. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
ready,
yeah.
guys? One
Yeah, yeah.
clap. One,
Yeah,
two.
yeah. And this the it'd be
Yeah,
so cool. Anyway.
maybe like a big symbol they could have.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And the other thing would be, or maybe these parents, if they were allowed only one clap, they could have had Jello shots instead.
It would have been a lot more fun.
Way more fun.
I think I'm a big advocate of drinking during your child's graduation.
Well, I mean, like, because then I think that's way easier to stomach one clap if you got Jello shots coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
fine, whatever, that's cool. I got Jello
Yeah,
shots.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Yep, I
All
agree.
right. Well, thank you guys for checking us out. You guys do things, especially on this weird new way that we're coming at you. This is how it's going to be. This is just how it's going to be. Chris, where else might they find stuff on Two Guys Two Things?
All right, so you can find us on YouTube here. If you're listening to us on a podcast, you can find us on YouTube at Two Guys Two Things. We have the full length podcast usually. We got some sketches, we got some clips. You can find us on TikTok at Two Guys Two Things. The twos are the number twos, or just search Two Guys Two Things podcast. You'll find us all there.
Beautiful. And I'm going to leave them with this question: what is the best flavor Jello?
It's red.
The flavor is red.
Yep.
Good luck.